Hi, it's Abby. Yesterday, what I didn't tell you about those little bird houses that we made, they were very difficult. I found myself getting stressed out because the kids needed my help. I'm going to show you what they look like. The kids needed my help, and I did fine with like tying strings and stuff, but snapping them together, this is what they look like. So they were like little puzzle pieces. They're like made out of a balsa wood or something. So they're very lightweight, but there would be a little slot and then a little hook, and you'd have to get it in there and then push it down. And they were very hard to get in there, and they weren't warped or anything. My old fingers did not want to do that. So I should have put the houses together before I ever got over there, but I didn't know it was going to be that hard. I should have super glued the connecting pieces together. But again, I didn't know I was going to need to do that. Kind of reminded me of making gingerbread houses at Christmas time. Those are super cute when they're done. I don't think the stuff tastes very good anyway. But as my mom got elderly, she enjoyed doing those, and we would just get the hot glue gun out and glue the little gingerbread house up, and then we would decorate it. And we'd always get extra frosting so that we could cover the entire thing, make it look all snowy and everything. So I need to find easier projects, but I'm kind of out of ideas. My favorite project I did with them was sock puppets. Oh my goodness, we had a good time with those. Even though I had to do a lot of it, it was quick, and then we were on to playing and making our puppet show. So I went back to Walmart this morning. I'm going over 2 days next week. One day, Monday, mom has a doctor appointment, so I'm going to watch the kids. And then on Wednesday's our normal play date. So I found this coloring book, and the kids talk about Bluey. I don't know who Bluey is, but apparently this is Bluey. And these pages are really cute, and they're perforated, so I can tear them out. So what I was going to do was put them on this construction paper, which is larger than this, so I don't have to worry about them going outside the, you know, on a sheet that's torn out. And I got these glue sticks, and these were clearanced for 25 cents. How can you go wrong with that, right? It says disappearing purple, so apparently it goes on purple and then dries, I assume, clear. It doesn't say. I haven't done this stuff in a long time, and everything is different. I got 2 packages of these markers, and they are for ages 3 and up. So I thought they might like to draw with the or color with these rather than using crayons. I'm sure they have crayons. And did I say these were 50 cents a package? They only had 4 left. I got 2 of the 4. I don't know how quick they're going to dry out. Oh, I got some stickers as well. So maybe we'll just use a couple sheets of construction paper. But I got some dinosaur stickers, some wild animal stickers, and some sea life stickers. And these should be okay. I'm kind of worried about like the tentacles, that they might get torn. When I went to Michael's the last time and bought stickers, they had puffy stickers, and those are so much easier for the kids to tear off of the sheet. So I think my lesson learned is I'm not even going to let them pick what sheet they want to color. I'm just going to pre-tear them out, pre-glue them on the paper, and then go over there with some extra paper if they just want to simply draw on it. I did ask him yesterday whether they liked markers or paint better, and they said they like paint better. And I saw finger paints, and I was like, that should probably really be done outside. And right now it's 98 and it's 1:30. So it's really kind of hot even in the shade to be doing a project out there, especially not knowing how long we're going to be out there. So maybe that'll be a good fall project. Tomorrow is the senior center for the crocheting. I'm not near as nervous about going as I was the very first time. I'm really hoping I like that. I'm really hoping this little blanket turns out because they really don't take very long to make. The last time I made one, which was many years ago, I still have one that I made in 1988. And I mean, I just whooped it up one night while I was watching TV. And I also wanted to say that I really miss the walk and talks. I used to like to do like every other day, every couple of days, just go out and walk my path and talk about whatever came to my mind. I think it's just too hot for the camera right now because when I left last night, it was 97 degrees and I waited for it to drop, and that's at 7:30. So I think it's just too hot even to like film with my phone, because if I get it out and like check my steps or something, I can feel it's getting warm. So just leave the electronics, leave them alone while the weather is hot. Do any of you grandparents or parents or babysitters or anybody have any ideas on crafting slash food I can make with these little guys that are 3 and 5? I know we painted, they weren't ceramic. I think they were some sort of a plastic, but one was a snail about this big and one was a frog. And they really enjoyed that. Of course, I said the sock puppets. We did stickers on foam visors. We strung shark tooth necklaces. We've made forts with flashlights, which it's not really anything that they can like, you know, take with them and play with afterward. I'm trying to do little inexpensive things that don't clutter their house up, that mom and dad can kind of just scoop up and toss in the trash. Not like a, something expensive that I would feel bad if it got tossed. As far as food, we've made pizza twice because, that's pretty easy. They have a little brush and they spread the sauce on and top it with cheese, and they don't want pepperoni. So that's easy. We did, well, I should say I did chicken nuggets and waffle fries, which they did like, but that was not really, they weren't much part of it because, the chicken was raw. We did jello with fruit, and I did see a long time ago a recipe for taking hot dogs and you poked spaghetti in the top and then you boiled it. And when the spaghetti got soft, it looked like hair coming off the top of a hot dog. And then you did other things to it. I don't know if it was with toothpicks to give it like arms and legs type thing. I guess I need to look it up, but it kind of seems like the spaghetti noodles would have to boil so long that the hot dog would really be overboiled. So it's really hard to search for that kind of stuff. There's a lot of sock puppets and I suppose like construction paper crafting, which the 3-year-old is not very, well, I haven't tried. I assume not very good with scissors. And I have to try to gear it toward 4-ish age, bring the 5-year-old down and bring the 3-year-old up. So the 3-year-old needs a lot of help, but the 5-year-old needs a lot of conversation back and forth with actually what we're doing. So I'm going to throw that out there for any of you that enjoy the little crafty stuff with the kids because it's really a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.